Yep. I don't have a game.
Hey everybody, Tim Lee with the Texas Retired Teachers Association. We are live at the White House waiting for the president to show up. I'm here with Sean Duham from Mass Retirees, and quite a few of our friends from around the country are here. Did not intend to go live, but I also want to say thank you to my friend Lance Gooden, who is here as well, helping make sure that we all got here and had a good day. Hopefully I'll be able to get the president as he comes in for all of you to see, and we'll go live as long as we can. So it shouldn't be too much longer, and I'll just show some inside pictures of the White House. Hope you all enjoy. It's a great day for TRTA members and all public workers around the country. No. We're done, girl. Yeah, I think while we're waiting, just a couple of quick updates. Hopefully, a lot of you will be able to watch the event on the links provided through TRTA's website. There should be one on C-SPAN as well as the White House. Really grateful to the White House staff for allowing us to be here. So many other advocates that we've known throughout the years that are here as well. A number of senators, including Cassidy and Susan Collins. Richie Neal is here. As I said, Lance Gooden from Texas. Your checks for the president. 1, 2, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will be the time the also say additional good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press on the head on. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How about the cut side? That's good. Awesome. Got a thumbs up for the guys. Just kidding. Fading up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay. Okay, while we're waiting, the room has gotten a lot quieter and the media has been given their final checks. So probably we'll carry this through the Hail to the Chief part and then we'll log off after that. Y'all have a great day. Appreciate all your support. Thank you so much for being a part of TRTA.
How many followers do you have?
All right, I'm not on camera, but I think y'all can still hear my audio. So the person standing up there is a congressman from California. He is also a retired teacher and has worked in Congress for the last 30 years. So just another person to be thinking about. And you can also check our TRTA social media page. Our Facebook page has some pictures from today as well.
I think he's gonna win. It's a good Catholic. I gotta pull.
I'll probably go on mute a little bit and come back on when the event starts. I'm not sure if you can see, but there is a senator up in the front by the name of Senator Markey. What's Markey's first name?
Ed Markey.
Ed Markey from Massachusetts. Ed Markey was a congressman when this provision was actually being voted on originally back in the 1980s. And Senator Markey on the left of your screen in the front was able to vote no and oppose the implementation of WEP and GPO. All of those here, I'll just stand up real quick. And anyway, he opposed it then and was able to vote to repeal it as the U.S. Senator. And we met with his staff along with Sean and a number of others during the final days before the vote. So we're really, grateful for Senator Markey being here to vote no originally and vote yes on repeal. So that's good stuff. And I'm just panning through the room. As you can see, it's the East Room of the White House. And it's full of advocates from around the country that have helped some of my friends from California over there. Anyways, quite a few people from police, letter carriers, Social Security Administration. Lots of different advocates are here, and a number of them will probably be called. There's the desk where the president will sign. I believe that he'll probably make some comments from the stage first, and then we'll finally get the show on the road. Thanks everybody for watching. And again, I'll go on mute for a little bit and wait and see what happens. I may turn the camera off as well, but I'll try to keep it on as long as I can. Thanks for being here. And I'm not sure if any of my staff are on here, but if Cindy or Roy, if you can put a pinned comment or something saying that if the camera does go off or the audio goes off, it's only because I put the camera down. Now, my plan again is to kind of carry this through with President coming into the room. We would expect that relatively soon. So don't believe that a dark screen or no audio means that I've signed off. It just means that I'm taking a little break. I will probably sign off and let y'all watch this from the C-SPAN or the White House link when it goes live. So for now, we'll just put it on pause. I'm just scrolling through several of the comments and really appreciate all of the folks that are here today. TRTA members, folks from around the country are watching. I saw a question somewhere in there, but I'm trying to see what it was. All right, we have somebody watching from Puerto Rico. That's excellent. Okay, let's see. I think I found that question. If I have three or more quarters, my wife will qualify this. Okay, great. Looks like the room's continuing to get organized. And again, I want to take another minute to say thank you to all of our Texas elected officials that have helped over the years. I have been talking to a number of our state elected officials, had a nice conversation with our lieutenant governor and a number of the people that are very pleased about the final passage of HR 82. As most of you know, for years, we have had our Texas legislators pass resolutions encouraging the Texas congressional delegation to repeal web and GPO. So a lot of folks have been watching this for a long time. All right, thanks for checking in from Beaumont, Amarillo, Oklahoma, Massachusetts. If you're in Massachusetts, please belong to the Mass Retirees Association. Laredo, Austin, Commerce. As I said earlier, Puerto Rico, Florida. Y'all are really great. Appreciate it. Nakona, all right. Kilgore. Looks like I saw West Virginia, Ohio. Y'all are really doing great. Louisiana, what a great job with Louisiana. The Speaker of the House was a longtime supporter of the WEP and the GPO repeal. Most of you probably know that our Speaker of the U.S. House, his dad is a firefighter, and I believe had been following this issue for a long time. Looks like we have folks here from New York, San Francisco, Montgomery, Ohio, Huntsville, Dallas. Y'all are doing great. Thank you so much for checking in, Chandler.
Yes.
It's good seeing so many of our friends here. Again, I'll come back on video just for a second and let you all see kind of same thing is still going on. We have a big audience, over 400 folks watching today, and appreciate all of you recognizing an opportunity to watch this. Uh, did not post this that we were going to do it. Didn't know that we were going to be able to do it. Didn't know I was going to have a cell phone. So, I'll carry it as long as I can, y'all. Again, if I go dark on the screen, it's only because I'm putting the phone down for a second. Please don't go anywhere. Senator Cassidy from Louisiana. Met with him a number of times. He's a physician, really cares about helping a lot of folks that, are just average citizens. He's a super guy. Has been a long time supporter for repeal. There's our friend from California who's a retired teacher, congressman for the last 30 years. Reminiscing with him about members from California that I had a long time ago. Maybe getting close to getting started. I think we're getting close to getting started. Haven't happened such a long time.
Those Andres. Oh my God, I love them. That's someone. Yeah.
It is nice to see a big turnout of media.
I love it.
I know that this is an important issue around the country and one that a lot of folks have been paying attention to. And I'll just go ahead and say it now. Our dedicated advocates, not only with TRTA, but also around the country, know that today represents a victory of many decades of work. And it was in the late 1970s and early 1980s that the government pension offset and windfall elimination provision started to get traction and become the reality that we've known for the last 4 decades. And it will take all of us working together to ensure that a measure like that never happens again. And whatever the circumstances were 40 years ago that allowed that to happen, there was no justifiable reason then. And it's possible that the folks that were involved in it, for all the right reasons they may believe was going to happen, but we have lived the history for the last 40 years of seeing people have their earned Social Security benefits reduced or eliminated. And what we know is that in the next 8 to 9 years, the Social Security Administration tells us that they will not have funding to pay benefits. And these issues may come back up, and we will have to work very hard to make sure they do not pass.
Distinguished guests, the President of the United States, accompanied by Betty Bellafino.
This is such an honor to be here. I have my first trip to the White House. This is amazing. I am Betty Marafino, President of the Connecticut Alliance for Retired Americans, retired professor of English at Tungus Community College in Connecticut, and chair of the National Repeal WEP and GPO Task Force.
Yeah.
A few of our task force members are here today. When I was growing up, my widowed maternal grandmother, who had 6 children, was so grateful that my grandfather's Social Security benefits would keep her out of the courthouse. And there was a courthouse that was a couple of blocks from her house. As a teenager, I often accompanied my grandmother on Saturdays when she brought her homemade bread to the courthouse. I think the vision of the people who were there in that courthouse motivated me and others on the task force as well. We often talked about it. To help correct the injustice that my fellow public workers who keep our communities running have had to endure. And we've kept that in our mind. Our task force began in May 2020 with a small group of Alliance activists and grew to include firefighters, police, postal workers, first responders, teachers, and many of the others in the unions and organizations that they represented in this room today. Over the last 40 years. Our DC rallies, we have 2 of them, our summit, our webinars, and traversing the halls of Congress led us to a resounding bipartisan victory in both houses.
Yeah.
With the leadership of members of Congress here today and the president's signature, almost 2.5 million Americans will now receive their rightfully earned Social Security. I'm going to thank them all, and on behalf of the task force from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And especially the person I am honored to introduce today. Now it is my immense gratitude that I introduce the president who has done more for American seniors really than any other president. And thank you so much, Mr.
One last 20 years I've become senior. Now it's very important. God bless you all. Betty, thanks for that introduction, for all the work you've done for retired Americans. Thank you. And by the way, excuse me to say it, the Senate used to say it's an appointed personal privilege. She gave me a handwritten poem from her husband. Who wrote to me, saying, I look like I'm 20. Thank you very much. And thank you to the current and former members of Congress for being here today, particularly Susan Collins. Susan, I hope it didn't hurt your reputation by complimenting you. And Representative Garrett Gritton. And Garrett couldn't make it today. For all of you that kept this bipartisan goal on track from the beginning to end. And so did our great leaders here today. I want to thank them. You know, my dad taught me, I mean, this is my entire understanding, it's a job is a lot more than a paycheck. It's about your dignity.
Yes.
It's about respect, it's about your place in the community. It's about being able to look your kid in the eye and say, honey, it's going to be okay. Know the real factor of this going to happen. The bill I'm signing today is about a simple proposition. Americans who have worked hard all their lives to earn an honest living should be able to retire with economic security and dignity. That's the entire purpose of the Social Security system crafted by Franklin Delano Roosevelt nearly 90 years ago. Social Security is the bedrock of financial security for retirees and survivors, and for millions of Americans with disabilities. But we've all heard the stories like the one that Betty shared today. Public sector employees, teachers, nurses, maintenance workers, more. Many work in second jobs beyond their public service, often just because they needed to make ends meet. The law that existed denied millions of Americans access to full Social Security benefits there at thousands of dollars a year. That denial of benefits also applied to surviving spouses, public service. Benefits cut that cost them security and a little bit of dignity as well. Joining us today, Alicio, 17-year-old from Texas. Where's Alicio? Right here. Come here. Alicio is just around the corner. This guy walked 1,600 miles from Washington here to walk from Texas to Washington, D.C. to support this bill. Wow. He struggled to survive without the Social Security benefits here. And he thought it looked right. But guess what? Tomorrow. Gotta say happy birthday, right?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Alicio. Happy birthday to you.
All those there, one request. Yes, you're president. They say Joe Biden be out of office. Promise you don't say Joe who. Exciting this bill, we're extending Social Security benefits for millions of teachers, nurses, and other public employees. And their spouses and wives. That means an estimated average of $360 per month increase. That's a big deal. Class households make more money than what many of you did. Millions of Americans going forward. That's not all. Over 2.5 million Americans can receive a lump sum payment of $1,000 to make up for the shortfall in benefits they should have gotten in 2024. Taxes this year, it's a big deal.
Mhm.
It's a big deal, it's a big deal. More than 20 years of expanded social security benefits, this victory is a culmination of 4 year fight. Provide security for workers who dedicate their lives to their communities. And I'm proud to have played a small part in this fight. I hate to sign it. Thanks to Sherry Brown. Well, the first thing we did is to protect pensions for as many as 2 million union workers and retirees who signed the Butch Lewis. We've been taking action to protect union pensions in 50 years. The Butch Lewis Act helped them retire with dignity. Look, just like Social Security fairness. When I'm about to sign, I'm signing today. When I came to office, I promised I'd always protect Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. I thought anybody had to make that promise. Still do it. I said repeatedly, if anyone tried to cut this program, that's the promise we kept. Even in the face of proposals to cut and weaken this program, there are millions of Americans counting. I know there's a lot more work to do. To improve and expand benefits, including those who are most in need. Protect Social Security for the long term, and finally asking the wealthiest Americans again to pay their fair share. Starts at LGBT. There's so much more. Folks, we could not have done this alone. The people in this room, the people around the country, who did the work, kept the faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you.